we talked about surrendering. That was something I said to you, what is the biggest thing that you've got from this situation? And you said a couple of things. Would you like to share those?
The idea of surrendering that anxiety, I suppose that's what you're talking about, is knowing that fear might be there.
Yeah.
But that keeping it inside is very unhelpful. And that can cause mental issues, physical issues, whatever it is. And so, yeah, I think actually learning to release the fear and not take the responsibility on for it, like, because I think everybody feels at the moment that they are responsible for the health of themselves, their immediate family, their vulnerable loved ones, and then the country. So
yeah, which is a really big burden at the end of the day, and you can feel that. And then to release that, sometimes people are overeating or drinking too much or having extremes or whatever. I mean, all of this is normal. And I think the key here is for everybody to suspend judgment of themselves and of other people and bring in that kindness and compassion for yourself first. Because if you're not going to bring that compassion in for yourself, it's very hard to give it to other people.
It is. And also, we aren't 100% responsible, which is something you've taught me,
exactly,
for everybody, which is a hard thing for a lot of us to realise. But it's so helpful to release that sort of, like, when you hold on to that fear and responsibility, it feels uncomfortable, and to be able to release that is huge.
Yeah, I think it's really important because, obviously if you're a mother, you're going to be responsible for your children. But above that, they always say in the planes, put oxygen mask on mum first, because if you're not managing yourself and not taking that responsibility to look after yourself, really, how are you going to be able to manage someone else? And that requires a bit of time, a bit of breathing space to press pause and just, really connect with yourself at little increments through the day, even if it's just a breath. So, you mentioned about surrendering. So this surrender process that I've created, how have you found that it's helped you?
I'll notice that I am getting these sort of like an anxiety. Sometimes it's general, sometimes it's about something specific, but I will feel it, and it comes up. It feels like a tension, and then I get a bit scratchy and a bit irritable, and I know that there's something that I'm a bit afraid of. And so I'll go and do the surrender process that we're about to share. And I come out of there just feeling light and happy.
Yep.
And even though I know that those fears are real and genuine, that worrying about them is not helping. It just releases it, really.
Yeah.
And as we'll see, it fills it up with good feeling.
That's right. And, sometimes people say just put a positive slant on it. But, in my years of experience as a counsellor and an executive coach, body mind analyst, I've, realised that is not a good way to go. You actually have to, life is full of dark and light, and to go to the light and really have that joy and excitement, you've got to be able to own the challenges and the feelings that you're feeling that aren't good and release them, because otherwise you're too full up. If you put positive on top of negative, it doesn't stick, and you're sort of fooling yourself.